Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Pokemon BlazeBlack 2. It's the finale, or at least it should be, hopefully. Last video we finished up the Black Tower, which was one of the last optional things I wanted to do in the post-game. In this video, first things first we're going to do is finish our Unova Pokedex, so that we can do something special. At the end, the only two entries we're missing are Fused Kyurem, when he fuses with Zekrom and when he fuses with Reshiram. Those are our last two things we need. And in the last video, we went ahead and put them in our party. I went ahead and decided to just record the finale right after the last video. We've still got our level 1 Gible. He has an EXP share on him. Huh. It's interesting. I don't actually know how you fuse. I've never done it. Do you just use the DNA splicers? Like, fuse with Reshiram, let's go. Oh my god. He's done it. Does he like learn new moves, or does he stay the same? He does learn new moves. Second turn, an ultra cold wind will freeze the target and can burn them. I figured what we'd do is, just for the lulz, we would at least use them in battle once, and we're gonna put out our anger on this stupid breeder who always battles me every time I leave Castelia City. She is oh so annoying, and so we are going to stomp her into the dust as her douche. I am not a petty person, okay? And I've never actually seen Kyurem's fused form in battle, so kind of see what the animations are for Ice Burn here. So it's basically like Ice Sky Attack. Let it use Draco Meteor? Wait, it doesn't affect. What? How does Captivate not affect this? Absolutely hilarious. It's not that cool of a... Oh, no. Gible, stop! You're making this take longer than it should. Gible! Bad Gible. Dang, dude. That's a lot of XP. I guess it is that. So what other move does it know? So can you just like unfreeze them at will? Or like unfuse them? Poor girl, just sitting there doing her thing, trying to raise her Happiny and her Togepi, and then some try-hard nerd comes in with his "I've got a Kyurem, battle me." It's like, you know, people who randomly challenge people who just started a new game online and then stomp them with legendaries and think they're good. So do you just unfuse them? Cool. So then we use it again, this time with Zekrom. And now we immediately come back and stomp her face in. What move does he know now? I think I prefer Kyurem Reshiram like a lot more. I think he looks a lot cooler than Zekrom Kyurem, which is weird because or funny because I think Zekrom's cooler than Reshiram, so it's kind of like a little twist there. So let's battle again. I don't think we actually have to use them in battle to get the Pokedex entry. I mean, I'm like 90% sure we don't, but figured we may as well just to do it, just to add a little bit of a filler for our finale, and you know, kind of wanted to do it. I guess he's kind of cool, but I don't know. I get free shocked. I don't really think it's that good of a special ability though. It's just kind of like Sky Attack, which I mean, 2-turn moves are just bad in my opinion. Because none of them are really realistically strong enough. Like, except for stuff like Solar Beam, right? Which you can play around with. I guess maybe if you use it with like a Power Herb, it could be good, but for the most part, I just don't really like 2-turn moves, especially for single player, you know? Unless you're rocking like a Sunny Day team and using not Solar Beam. Well, yeah, Solar Beam. What? You just copy me? You absolute get out of here. You cannot freeze cloak me. I will not allow it. I will not be embarrassed by a level 20 happening. Okay, so now that means our Pokédex should be complete. It is not complete. What? Wait, excuse me? Are those not what that's supposed to be? I'm a tad bit confused. Game? I feel like I've been, debated. Bulbapedia, please, assist me. List of Pokemon in new Unova Pokedex. Or, what is it? It's something... Nature... Preserve... incredibly entertaining content. Huh, yeah, I mean it lists them. Oh, okay. I've misunderstood. So those slots do not actually correspond to Kyurem. They correspond to, what you call it? Mayoletta and Keldeo, who I don't think you actually need to encounter. So we did that for no reason. My bad. Just pretend that didn't happen. I think we want to go talk to Professor Juniper now. So that was 7 minutes of kind of for no reason, but I mean, in my defense, yeah, because all 3 forms of Kyurem are listed as number 297. I knew that. I was just trolling. I was just testing you guys' Pokemon knowledge. Just give me my thing. Oh my god, you've seen every Pokemon. You're a wizard. Amazing, truly amazing. You've met all the Pokemon in the Unova region. Like, I was a little confused. I was like, don't tell me I have to catch them all, because I'm not doing it. And it would be a very anticlimactic finale. You can go to the Nature Preserve, which is exactly what we're going to go do. How do I fly? I keep looking for Swanna, and you know, obviously we don't have Swanna in the party right now. So we didn't really need to do all that. Probably shouldn't have done. I don't know. I mean we'll leave it in at this point. Fuck it. Who cares? The video's gonna be long. IDC. No, I just kind of started healing out of reflex. There was no reason to do this. Absolutely none whatsoever. Move Pokemon. Now we get to go through all the wonderfully low or slow menus, not the low menus. Every time I see Delcatty, it looks shiny on its sprite. It keeps confusing me. Get back in there, Mr. Gibble. You will rest in the PC for all eternity. Same with all these other pokes. And there we go. We got our real team back. So now, how do we activate the plane? I guess you just go into here? Hello? Oh my god, that's a permit! That lets you enter the Nature Preserve, which is far away from the Unova region. Would you like to go to the Nature Preserve? Absolutely. I have run out of beverage. Probably not a good idea because this video may go long. Like, I'm pretty much like bare minimum 40 minutes, I think. because there are a couple things we need to do in the old nature preserve. It's a hop, skip, and a jump on my plane. I thought I was told it was far away. Ooh, this is some interesting music. So I don't actually know what we're looking for. Okay, level 88 Golduck. Okay. So I think the original gimmick of the nature preserve, you know, there's two. It's a dual gimmick. In the original game, it's basically you can catch level 100 Magikarp for the lulz, and there's a shiny Pokemon somewhere, a guaranteed shiny Pokemon is located somewhere around here. I'm not entirely sure where because I've never done this before. Go to free space, max repel, because while the Pokemon are cool and they're high level and everything, I don't care. And if it requires waterfall, I would be very mad because I didn't even think of that being a thing that we might need. Whoa, spoilers. Game? It looks like we need waterfall, and that fuels me with incredible rage. The likes of which no human being can understand. Can we at least go through, like, over this way? Okay, we can do this much, right? No? Okay. Alright, cool. Wait, and we can? Just incredible fury. Oh yeah, there's normally this is a Haxorus, but it is a shiny Arceus in this ROM hack. Because reasons. Well, I'm not really gonna encounter it. There's no point. It's a shiny Arceus. It's yellow. So the main gimmick is that you get to have battles with the main characters of the last game. At least in the ROM hack. That's not there normally. Normally it's just you can get really high level Magikarp and a shiny Haxorus. That's it. That's the normal gimmick. Now unfortunately, since you need Waterfall to get to Hilbert, I think is his name, up there, we're kind of a bad spot. Also, I wasn't really thinking through a lot of this. Like what team I should send out, or even what Pokemon she has. Do I want to risk it for the biscuit and go for another Dragon Dance? Yeah, I probably should, as long as it doesn't crit us. With the leftover heal, we're pretty much guaranteed that we're not going to die here. Where are the trainer rosters for these two? Because I don't actually remember what their teams are. Here they are. Wait, no, JK. I don't know. Wait, what? What just happened? I wasn't paying attention. What? What'd he do? How'd he kill me? You bastard. Maybe wondering, why did I send out Aurora? I don't know. It said it was super effective. What'd he do? Did he Focus Blast me? Did he Earthquake me? I was looking at a PDF document, you asshole! I mean, that is going to make old Hilbert up there very hard, because none of our Pokemon can learn Waterfall. So we'd have to replace someone. Okay, can I, like... Where... Hilda... Okay, so she probably leads with Caracosta next. AKA the Pokemon that I can't do any damage to. Because Aurora just died. We can Drain Punch him, it's not gonna kill. I mean, he's gonna Shell Smash me and destroy me. We have Sucker Punch at least. So if he does go for the Shell Smash, we have that. Don't, stop. Stop. My HP, please. It's very sick. Well, we'll get a bit of a heal here. Okay, we maybe can recover. I mean, getting through her Zekrom was the main thing. The rest of her Pokemon aren't legendaries. So we've got that going for us. I don't actually know. I don't know if her team is. I assume her team is probably based on the manga. That's my guess. I know that has happened in, like, indirectly in the first BlazeBlack. It was something I didn't even notice during the. I noticed off screen during the LP, but I never brought it up. Is that like all the post game trainers, or almost all the post game trainers, their rosters are based off of characters from the manga. Like, I mean, they're even the trainer names are changed to reflect them. Like, you know, one of the dudes is, you know, yellow, one is, you know, blue, and all that stuff. I didn't actually notice it on screen, but I think I noticed it when I was grinding or fighting some of the trainers off screen in between one of the post game videos of the BlazeBlack LP. Because I think I didn't even notice it on like the trainer that was supposed to be red when he sent out all the fucking starters. It was like, I think it was yellow actually. I was like, this is yellow's roster from the manga, and it was. Or maybe it was gold, I don't remember. And then I had to like go back and look and like, oh yeah, all those trainers that I fought were had the rosters that the characters have from Avengers. I mean, not Avengers, Pokemon Adventure. So how do we want to take out Superior? He's Grass Dragon, definitely Glenn. The question is, will Draco Meteor kill us? Assuming it knows Draco Meteor. It does know Draco Meteor. And it knows Earthquake. I believe in you, Glenn. Okay, well, I think we just lose. Oh. It's a stab, double damage Draco Meteor. So this Hilda chick is kind of strong. Oh, okay, it's faster than Cheshire. Cool. You know, it's only my fastest Pokemon I have. Cool. Good game. I didn't even save state for this, did I? I think we just lose, right? Dude, Hilda is a beast. Not having Glaceon out, really fucked us here. I mean, I was really hoping one of the Draco Meteors would miss. So she's quite strong. We have been kicked back to the Pokemon Center. Which, I don't know which one this is. And I don't really want to load a save state because I'm not entirely sure if I made one or not before fighting her, like I should have. So we know she leads with Zekrom now, or she leads with Zekrom. Best way to take out Zekrom? Probably Glenn. Since we can't really use him against Superior. Glaceon could maybe live through a what you call it? Draco Meteor? Possibly? I don't know. Huh, how do we take her out? And then we still got old Hilbur up there. Who, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat him, because we need Waterfall, and none of our Pokemon can learn Waterfall. So we'd have to fight him 5v6, and if he's even half as difficult as this chick is, then that is not possible. Oh, we still have a Repel up. This is not, wait, here we go. I've done it. I'm too powerful. We cannot be stopped. Yeah, it just sucks that Swanna can't learn Waterfall. Okay, let's try this again, except save so I don't have to do like run all the way back here. Okay, Hilda, let's go. You will not defeat me a second time. I can guarantee it. That's the extra cheesy guarantee right there. Terra Volt, Terra, go fuck yourself. It's gonna one-shot me, isn't it? As I was saying, Glenn, there's no way you can do anything in that fight. Let's go, Edea. What did he use? Does he know Earthquake? It does know Earthquake. Or Earth Power. It says Earthquake / Earth Power. So I mean, it knows both. I don't. There's maybe no Earthquake and Challenge mode, but it doesn't. Typically, it'll tell you if like one of the moves is Challenge mode specific. I mean, that's not gonna one-shot me. It just ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna one-shot me. I refuse to believe it. So I mean, that'll do decent damage. I guess do we crunch? Would one move be better? I can never remember what dragon. Dragon, what does it resist? It doesn't resist dark. Just making sure. So go for the crunch. Maybe we flinch him. Lower his defense. Actually, I think is what that does. Oh, you absolute fool! That's what you deserve for being greedy, you little bitch. I'm gonna use the special move to show off. Go fuck yourself, Hilda. You've invited. Oh, you absolute idiot. You have invited 1,000 years of pain upon your dynasty. At least Volcarona's only level 103. Oh, it's a Zorak. I wasn't really paying attention to it not being super effective. I was kind of thinking like, man, his HP is taking a long time to go down. Okay, so now the question is, do we keep Edea out? Because like we get to do good damage, good guaranteed damage, but then we get swept. How much special defense do you have? You have 209. That's pretty high, right? It's our highest besides Edea. I don't think the rest of our roster is that big of a deal. I think it's really just Superior that we have to worry about. So Aurora, just don't get hit, lol. Or just don't die, actually. Don't die. It's not, stop. Okay, that wasn't even close to killing us. Quad, weakness, ice beam, get out of here. Please don't have a focus sash. Actually, even if you do, you're gonna die to sandstorm. Dude, who would have knew that Sandstream was such a crazy good ability? I almost didn't get the Larvitar that would eventually learn Sandstream. Like, if I hadn't gotten really lucky and got like 3 Larvitars in like a very short amount of time, then this run would have been so much more difficult. Do I want to risk sending out Edea? What does Volcarona know? It knows Bug Buzz, and it's probably faster than Edea with the level advantage. It could Quiver Dance on the haters. I'm trying to think, what would be the best? We want someone fast who isn't going to get destroyed. Oh no! Fuck! Does Volcarona know Levitate? I mean, I don't think it does, but it does float, so you can never entirely count it out. It is not. It knows Flame Body and Swarm. Okay. What do we want to? I guess we use Earth Power. Probably Earth Power. I guess. I don't really like it, but I would rather it just one-shot Aurora than Quiver Dancing, so that's good. It has a Life Orb. So theoretically, we could wear him down with Life Orb Sandstorm damage. We absolutely had to. I don't think he can one-shot Swanna. And Surf should kill. And even if it doesn't, I think it'll do enough damage that she probably has a full restore actually now that I think about it, but okay, I think you just Surf again. She's gonna use a full restore. Okay, we kinda knew that was gonna happen. The Surf, so we should take him down to about half, plus Sandstorm. Then when he attacks, he'll take some Life Orb damage, and another Sandstorm proc. We won't quite kill. I mean, Fire Blast maybe shouldn't kill us. It might with the buff, I don't know. Oh, what horseshit. Omega levels of horseshit. He's not in the red. You've already used one full restore. I doubt you have two. Get Sucker Punched. Have I ever mentioned that Sucker Punch is literally the greatest move in all of Pokemon? Like, by far. That's like one of the most annoying things about Sun and Moon is like every fucking Pokemon the AI uses knows Sucker Punch. It's like because Team Skull are just, Team Rocket, right? But sanitized for the kiddies, basically. Like even more sanitized than Team Rocket already was. And they all just use the same shitty Kanto Dark type Pokemon. Which is even worse because now Raticate is a Dark type Pokemon, same with Meowth. And they all know Sucker Punch and it's hell. So Caracosta, Aurora is dead. Thunderbolt for this. Is this her last Pokemon? It is. This is where Caracosta sweeps us. With Shell Smash. I think even if he redoubles his speed, we should still be faster. And we do have, what is this? I don't like that at all. It's not a Shell Smash though. Just in case she full restores. Because if she doesn't full restore, then we have Sucker Punch to get the guaranteed kill. But in case there's a full restore, I was going to go for the Earthquake. So bam, Hilda is dead and gone. Exclamation point! Yeah, okay, we don't want to battle again. What we do want to do is, can I fly out of here? Rude. So what is Hilbert's team? I just want to glance at it for myself. So it's similar to hers, but it's got some key differences. Who did we not use in that fight? Probably Tambora is the most replaceable. He's not really good against any of the I didn't mean to completely minimize that, but so yeah, I think we have to ditch Tambora and go for the 5v6 fight because you need Waterfall because the game's mean. I hate HMs. That's like the one thing Gen 7 did right was get rid of HMs. They're so bad. That was like one of the worst things. As I mentioned, I did a playthrough recently, right before, during my break time, where I wasn't recording for like a month. I did a playthrough of the Rising Ruby ROM hack for Omega Ruby, made by the same dude who did this ROM hack. It was pretty good. I recommend you checking it out. I did an electric monotype run, and I didn't want to use Lantern. I think I maybe already went through this. I don't actually remember in another video, but even if I did, I'm going to tell it again because we need to fill time. So I didn't want to use Lantern because I've used a Lantern within the last 5 years or so. And like 3 years ago when I played through BlazeBlack 1 for another time, I used a Lantern on that team. And I don't really like reusing the same Pokemon, which meant I wasn't going to use Lantern. And there's only one other water electric type in the entire game, which is Rotom Wash Form. And I was like, oh, I've never used a Rotom before. He's kind of cool. That could be like a fun little Pokemon to round out our team and help us deal with ground types, because we had no way to deal with ground types at all, absolutely zero. So we get Rotom, turn him into Wash Form. I don't realize at the time that Rotom Wash Form, despite being water electric, Rotom's kind of weird in that he can't actually learn any moves. Like, any TMs that, like his alternate forms can't learn TMs that his regular form can't, which I kind of understand why, so that you can't like teach him like Surf as Wash Rotom and then switch him to like, other Rotom form and still have Surf. Like, it makes sense when I think about it, but at the time I wasn't thinking about it, And I guess also I could have sworn I remembered Rotom using Scald when you fight in BlazeBlack 1 and his Chargestone Cave fight when he has the 6 Rotom. But I guess I just got confused because Hydro Pump and Scald have a very similar animation. And so I was kind of thinking, oh, well, even if he can't learn Surf, he can still learn Scald, and that'll be good. But no, he can only learn Hydro Pump, which is the move he learns when he gets changed to Wash Form. And basically, long story short, what I'm trying to say is not having a Surfer in Hoenn was hell. It was garbage. There was like several different key fights. I had to use 5 Pokemon out of my 6-man team because you need a Surfer. Like all of Victory Road, you need a Surfer. You can't beat Victory Road without a Surfer. You need a Surfer for the Magma Hideout. You need a Surfer for Sutopla City Gym. It was awful. And I was already on a challenge run of a difficulty ROM hack where I wasn't using items. I did allow myself to use Wonder of Ive to like simulate having a 6 Pokemon, which was kind of cheating because it did make the game a little like easy. In several of the fights that like I would have lost probably, I was able to win just because I was like, oh, revive Manectric. Win battle. So what does he lead with? 1 second. So we're in a similar situation to what we were at earlier, dealing with Focus Blast, dealing with Dude Bros Pokemon. How did we beat Reshiram earlier? I don't remember. Didn't Banga have a Reshiram? No? Am I crazy? I'm trying to look through the document and it's not helping me at all because Adobe Reader does not understand things. Hello? Please? Yeah, he had a Reshiram. I was just making sure I wasn't going fucking crazy. I'm sorry. This has just been top quality entertainment, by the way. I am very well aware. If it was easy, I would like make it so that I could just messing with my overlays, but it's still kind of a pain in the ass and kind of jarring. So how do we take out Reshiram? If I was a Reshiram, how would I be defeated? Does it know Draco Meteor? It does know Draco Meteor. So how do we beat him last time? We baited out Draco Meteors until he died, basically. Do we need Glenn? Glenn is very optional for this fight. So, hello, Mr. Glenn. Actually, Okay, here's the play. Send in Nidia to get the Sandstorm up. Let's also save. Well, you know, let's do a manual save. Just in case, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Do people get bothered by people using save states instead of saving? I don't actually know. I mean, it's just a time-saving thing to me, but I guess I can see how that's maybe seen as just using save states at all as kind of cheating. I don't know. I don't know what people's opinions are on the matter. I mean, it's not like it matters. I mean, even if some people are like, using save states at all is cheating, then I'm still going to use them just for convenience sake. Okay, Reshiram, Hilbert, the final trainer. The big man himself. Even though I think his team is weaker, just because Superior Contrary is very strong. So he should Focus Blast, and then you send out Glint. I guess we will use Whale War to potentially tank stuff. So what's our best option? Because I mean, Ice Punch is just gonna do normal damage. I think you Poison Jab him. He didn't Draco Meteor, which is bad. Does that burn you? Apparently it one-shots you. Cool. Very cool. It just straight up one-shot. It's 100 base power move, straight up one-shot. That's cool. Very cool. Yeah, but can you beat our Wailord? He's level 40. He's gonna rest on the haters. He won't Draco Meteor me. He's a coward. How do I get him to Draco Meteor me? Because we need double Draco Meteors, as we learned earlier. I mean, he's just gonna one-shot my entire team at this rate. Okay, Cheshire is faster. Good to know. When we restart, because we have super lost. Did that crit? Oh, Cheshire the god. Okay, Archeops. Cheshire is probably not faster than Archeops. Archeops is pretty dang swift. I'm gonna try and go for the Ice Beam. Go for it. Don't kill me. As long as it doesn't crit, that shouldn't kill us. As long as it doesn't crit. That straight up one-shot us? Really? That's insane. Go for the Dragon's Dance? That's gonna hurt, but it shouldn't kill us, even with his insane attack stat. I mean, I guess maybe I should've just... I just wasn't entirely sure, because we need Cheshire still, so I didn't want to potentially lose him. Like that. Even if it doesn't one-shot, it'll proc Defeatist. Okay, I did one-shot. Okay, I feel pretty good right now. So Samurott, he's water fighting. How does water fighting work? I don't actually know. Water fighting. Does he resist rock type? He does. But he doesn't resist ground. Okay. He shouldn't be faster than us. I doubt that one shot. He's probably gonna Sacred Sword us. Hydro Pump. It's a little surprising. I mean, it doesn't really. It achieves the same thing, but it's a little. I didn't expect it. I mean, we're in a pretty bad spot, in all honesty, right? I mean, Cheshire's good, but he's not take out these last 3 Pokemon by himself good, I don't think. Musharna, that's still Cheshire, baby. Don't do any shenanigans, Musharna. Just die to a Shadow Ball. Oh god, the tension. What if it lives? Okay, dude, good. I know it has Volcarona, and I don't remember the other Pokemon. Volcarona. Okay. We know we can get the Surf off. This is a risky play. Like, Night Days? What the fuck is that? Oh, this is a Zoroark. Does he have a Zoroark too? I've been What? Okay, like I said, we get to use one item because we don't have our Pokemon. So we will max revive. I mean, god, I feel so shitty just max reviving EDO. But that's what we're gonna do. Because it's dumb that I can't fight it with my full team because he arbitrarily requires Waterfall. Do we think Cheshire's faster than Zoroark? Probably. Go for the Thunderbolt, I suppose? Okay. I mean, we may still lose here. There's actually a very high chance we'd still lose here. Oh, we've got Dragon's Dance. Does it know Focus Blast? That's what it comes down to. Does it know Focus Blast? It does. So we've got a 50-50 shot. You know, either Focus Blast hits or it doesn't. It hit. So we lose. Maybe if we live with 1 HP. Sandstorm buff damage, let's go. I mean, it's not a Reshiram Focus Blast. I mean, if Reshiram had just used like the one Draco Meteor, we would have been in a pretty good spot, in all honesty. So I mean, I think we just want to do the same thing, except this time we Sucker Punch, since we know Glenn can't live through whatchamacallit. I mean, Focus Blast does no damage, none. No damage. See, like I said, absolutely 0 damage. I mean, it's insane that it did that much damage, but it's not going to do that much, but it's better than nothing, which is what we would get. Actually, that did way more damage than a crit, that's why. Oh, we need Draco Meteor, the absolute fool. Does he have Life Orb? I can't remember. Oh, he's got a White Herb. Oh. We know Cheshire's faster. Shadow Ball should kill. Which means Glenn did his job with that crit. Legendary Dragon, my ass! You've been taken out by a poison ghost that may manifest. So how do we beat Archeops? Did we decide how to beat Archeops? I think we decided EDO was our best bet with the Dragon Stance on the haters. Oh man, I am getting the fatigue doing these 2 long videos right back to back. I mean, especially after having been out of the game for a little bit. Because I mean, this is only the 4th video I've recorded after taking a 1-month break. Or almost 1 month. Then we just gotta hope Strength still one-shots. And even if it doesn't, I mean, it'll do enough damage to proc Defeatist if nothing else. Okay, okay. Samurott, I mean, maybe he'll still go. If he goes with a Hydro Pump and misses, we're in a very good spot. Or if we crit on this Earthquake, like we're going to. I almost thought we crit. I was like, easy money. Ooh, that's interesting. Do you think he's gonna full restore here? He might. Even if he doesn't, I'm pretty sure Cheshire is faster. So it doesn't matter. It actually would have been better if he full restored there. I really want to try and beat this without using any items. Because, I mean, while not having Tambora is a handicap, it's not really equivalent to fully reviving our Tyranitar. Or something, or basically any other Pokemon, because really Tambora is not that useful here. He's best against Zoroark, would be the main thing I would use him against. Okay, so this is not a real Volcarona. This is a fake Volcarona. So I think you go for the Tailwind since we know we can live through Night Days. And I mean, Tailwind can't miss. Game? I was gonna be a little mad there that I one-shot us. Oh, don't kill me. Thank you. So now we get our Surf off. Yeah, because I'd forgotten Night Days is a thing and that it can lower accuracy. Is it always lower accuracy? I wasn't even paying attention to it at that time. Okay, that's perfect. I don't think... Well, I mean, Volcarona can sweep us. We're not out of the woods yet. It just depends on how Quiver Dance goes. Okay, buddy. It's... Ooh, I don't know. Can Fire Blast one-shot Glaceon? Oh shit. Is he gonna full restore? Because he hasn't full restored yet. What is... shit, does he resist ground? I already forgot. Volcarona. I mean, he does, right, as a bug type? I mean, I shouldn't say resist. He doesn't resist ground, but he's damaged normally by it. Yeah, everything we have is not good here. Because even if we Ice Beam, I mean, there's Shadow Ball, but is one of these... They both do the same damage. And both have the same effect. But Earth Power is slightly more. I think we lost. Yep, that full restore fucked us. Unless, I mean, even if, because I don't even think this is gonna two-shot, in all honesty. I think it's gonna take 3 Earth Powers. It's gonna take 4 Earth Powers. Okay. Aurora, the legend, the god among men. Oh my god. Fire Blast is even one of the higher accuracy moves. It's 85. That is after all my complaining about RNG through this whole playthrough. Aurora comes in with the clutch. And we didn't even have to use our items. Let's go. And that's it. That's the final trainer in Pokemon BlazeBlack 2. The only thing left would be to do the Pokemon League, and I just don't want to do it. Can't use that here. Okay, cool. I think we will. How do we want to end things? I don't know. Fortunately, we don't like get any credits or anything to kind of like finish things off. Like, let me ramble over. Level 100 Magikarp? Question mark? No. A level 4 Golduck. Yeah, I think the thing is that like normally you can only encounter Magikarp, and they can be anywhere from level 1 to level 100. Maybe you can encounter Gyarados too. I'm not entirely sure. But I do like that the ROM hack turned the Nature Preserve into something that's kind of like, you get a shiny Haxorus for doing it, to something a little bit cooler, being able to rebattle, or not rebattle, but battle the protagonist from the last game, a la Red from Gold and Silver, and Crystal too, and Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. I mean, I think what we're going to do to end it is we're going to do a single quick ball attempt on the shiny Arceus. I think that's going to be a fitting end. Anything I really want to say? I mean, basically, I love 5th gen because I love these ROM hacks. I do think the BlazeBlack 2 is slightly worse than BlazeBlack 1, if only because it doesn't like use double battles and triple battles as cool, like in the same way that original BlazeBlack did, which I really liked. I really liked the extra strategy of the double battles in the for the gym leaders and stuff in the Elite Four. But as a whole, the game's still fantastic. It's probably my second favorite Pokemon ROM hack, so it's not like, you know, bad praise. I still love it. It's fantastic. I'm having a lot of fun with the game. We're going to take a bit of a break from Pokemon for a while, because right after this, we'll probably have a bit of a break from just, I don't know what's going to replace this, maybe like something short temporarily. And then, as I mentioned, I think in the last video, I do want to play the those Digimon Cyber Sleuth games when the PC port comes out in October, or at least the first one. I don't know. I mean, it depends if I like it or not. I may hate it. Who knows? But I've heard they're pretty good, so I'm looking forward to it. The next Pokemon game we play is probably either going to be Mystery Dungeon 1 or 2, or Pokemon Renegade Platinum. I don't exactly know yet. Let's end things off with one last RNG attempt. Us versus Shiny Arceus, Aurora the God versus a goat. What I don't really know what Arceus is supposed to be on. We don't have a Master Ball, right? Yeah. One quick ball to end things right as we close to the 1 hour mark. Boom. Easy. Shake, shake, shake. We didn't do it. It wasn't meant to be. Wild Arceus used to refresh. I'm XGZ87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.